Thanks for tuning in to Shauna Speaks Life, where every day is a good day to live your best life. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I know y'all like, girl, Shauna, where you been? Well, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. I was doing this podcast and I was like, what I'm talking about is super irrelevant to me. So if it's irrelevant to me, then I'm pretty sure it's irrelevant to my listeners. So I wanted to make sure that I took the time out to really think about what it is that I want to talk to you guys about and be authentic to myself. So that is why I am finally back and in full effect. And I got a very special person with me. It's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. My best friend, Denisha. I ain't gonna throw your whole name out there because I don't want you to look at me sideways.
She got me over here laughing, y'all. It's your girl, Denisha. How y'all doing?
Y'all, I'm super excited because we have a good topic for today. It is called Bestie Knows Best. It's super random because I literally just came up with it 2 seconds before I press record. So we're just going to have dialogue with me and my best friend. Some of you hopefully would be fortunate enough to have a best friend for over 30 years, but you guys aren't going to be that lucky. I know. Don't be salty. Don't be a hater all your life. Anyway, so bestie Denisha, can I say your whole name? No?
Go ahead.
Denisha Hatchet in the building. Like, I love her last name, y'all. Her last name, like, means something, you know what I'm saying, in the city, you know. So, y'all, if y'all live here in Milwaukee, y'all know what I mean. It means something out here. But nah, for real, like, we've been best friends
Since we were 5 years old.
5.
That's a long time to know somebody.
Girl, since you had a Jerry curl and I was fat.
Yes. Lord, 5.
That was horrible, dude. We met at what, Elm Street?
Elm Street Summer Camp.
That's crazy. Like, who would have known we would have still been friends after that and then eventually living in the same neighborhood? Like, that's
going to the same
school. That's crazy how that just happened like that. But since, you know, we're talking about Bestie Knows Best, let me tell y'all, it has its perks, pros and cons to having a friend that you've known that long. Because when you do something that's all the way out of character and nobody else knows what that character was, but your best friend be the first one to call you out on it, like, Shauna, you know that wasn't right. And then she the kind of best friend that, like, tell you like it is, even when you don't want to hear it.
But I see that as a good thing, though.
Is it, though?
Because I just feel like, okay, example. Your friend got on this dress. And this dress is 2 sizes too small, right? And you know it's 2 sizes too small. And we know I seen that girl in the club with that dress on that's 2 sizes too small. But she with 3 other girls, and now one of them told her that dress is 3 sizes too small. See, I'm that friend that before we leave the house gonna be like, now you know that dress is 2 sizes too small. Now if you wanna go out like this, that's totally fine with me. But I'm gonna tell you before we leave this house that dress is 2 sizes too small.
Facts.
I'm that friend.
Facts. My thing is, how you know they didn't do that, though? They could have told her and be like, you know what? You want to be out here like that? We're going to just ride with you anyway.
Yeah, sometimes that's the case. Most of the time it is not, though. Them ain't your friends, girl. Them ain't your friends.
That is true. That is true. So, I got a question. Am I irritating?
Most definitely.
Why am I irritating, though? Because I be feeling like I be irritating you sometimes.
I'm going to tell you why she irritating. Y'all ready for this? So this week alone, right? This week, I'm at work. I'm swamped with work. She texts me. I'm getting back to her, but I'm swamped with work, right? Why my work phone ring and it's her? Mind you, I ain't even done checked the messages she just sent me, though. Because in this moment, she need to know her answer to this question right now in this moment.
I did do that all week.
And I'm just like, is you serious? Like, I'm texting you back. I might not be doing it ASAP because I'm working.
I did do that this week.
But if it's not ASAP, I'm about to get this phone call. Yeah, that's irritating. But that's her.
It's that only child syndrome, though. You know, so it's kind of like, so even though technically, y'all, I'm not an only child because my daddy had kids, but I grew up by myself, so I'm an only child. And, you know, I got like this thing that it's like, yo, like, when I want to see you, I got to see you. Like, when I want to talk to you, I got to talk to you. And it's kind of like, you know, like that commercial. What's that commercial? When they want their money? Like, it was
Get
like,
it now?
Yeah, they be like, I want my money and I want it now.
I am not money. I'm not money.
You more precious than money. That's what I'm saying.
But you know what? You want to know why? Two reasons is like really irritating. It's irritating because you my best friend and I got an only child. So I deal with this like double the dose.
That's why she's my baby.
And I just be like, I can't right now. Like, I just cannot.
Facts. I get it. I would say I'll work on it, but I know I'll be lying.
You ain't.
This
You ain't
is
gonna
who
work
I
on
am. And that's just facts and what it is. Now, so being that, you know what I'm saying, sometimes people be in relationships or whatever, let me tell y'all, I think since we was about 15, Denisha done told me I ain't got no finesse. My mama even told me I ain't had no finesse. And I'm bringing this up today because we literally just talked about this like 20 minutes ago.
We did.
And I'm like, why I gotta have finesse? Why I gotta be the soft one? Why he can't be the soft one? Well, let me stop lying. I don't want no soft dude. I'm just saying.
That's why he can't be the soft one.
But I'm saying, why is it that I gotta have finesse? And what does it mean to have finesse? I'm trying to understand. How am I short of finesse? I'm a girl.
Okay, so women just don't have finesse naturally. Like, that's not something that we have naturally. That is something that is worked on for some of us. I mean, okay, so maybe I should explain to these podcast listeners out here. Shauna is an alpha female who is right now in love with the alpha male.
Yeah.
And so she feels like, but why I gotta be having finesse though? Because you ever seen two bulls get into a fight?
One of them gotta go down.
Yeah, they both probably gonna go down.
They do.
That's probably what's gonna happen.
It's
It's gonna be a lot, and they're gonna go down.
I don't want a lot.
Or listen, if you the bull with finesse, right before the go down, you easing to the side real smooth, and he landing.
You right.
That's all I'm trying to say.
I mean, I get it. I just feel like, you know, that's just who I am. And so I'm like, I gotta try to, like, if I could pick up finesse at the store, that would be dope. Or if it was like instructions on ooh, maybe you should write a book on finesse. Well, I mean, they got books on raising kids, and I mean, they don't really work, but that don't mean you can't write a book about getting finesse.
I see your point.
I'm just saying.
All I'm saying is this. You don't have to change who you are. Finesse is a learned behavior, but it's also a desired behavior. So you have to desire to do it, then learn to do it. And you have to know when to turn it off and when to turn it on.
See, I desire for Bae not to leave me.
So that is a strong enough desire for some finesse. I feel like
I'm like
that's some good motivation, right?
Because I'm not finna lose Bae because I ain't got no finesse, you know, because I couldn't find it in aisle 5. Like, I need Bae to stay. So
I'm just so thankful that he love you regardless.
He do. I ain't gonna lie. But I just want to make sure that forever really is forever. So somewhere between now and forever, I need to like pick up some finesse along the way.
But I have never in life, out of the 30-some years of being your best friend, ever felt like, until now, that
yeah,
he there. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, he better not. Because I'm like...
that and you learning some finesse. So
I'm learning finesse. And I'm telling you, me and you should write a book on finesse. Our perspectives on finesse.
Can we stop talking about how it started out with a you should write a book, now it's a me and you should write a book? I just want to start there.
I'm just saying, like, you could write the book, but I could just throw in my inserts.
Yeah, it should be called Helping Her Get Some Finesse. That's what it should be called.
And it'd be like, and the subtitle is or and all.
Right. But let me put this out here for the podcast viewers too. Hey, so it took me years to learn some finesse. And I do have it, but let me also explain, I do know how to turn it off. So that's why I keep telling you. It doesn't take away from who you are, because you still going to be you. I'm still me. I just know when to turn that finesse on.
I'm going to have to figure it out. I know you're going to help me because I got to keep Bay. Bay got to stay there. So definitely got to work on that. So I got another question. I'm mad because I know I just heard that. But it's okay. I know y'all gonna probably wonder what that was that y'all heard, but I can't tell y'all what it is because y'all gonna be disgusted.
Just know it wasn't one of us.
I don't forget what I was going to say now. That's hilarious.
Your question.
I don't remember.
Lord.
Oh, man. So I think this is a thing with old age. As we get older, it's like you'll have a thought, and it's like if you don't get it out right then and there, it's kind of gone.
First of all, you're old, not me. Second.
Man, you older than me.
Second.
Don't put that out there.
Point ended. Second, I just think it's also a busy thing. Like when your mind is on busy mode, you can also not categorize everything in the right section and lose it.
That is true. Speaking of busy man, busy brain, I have a busy brain. Your bestie has a busy brain.
Yes,
You're more like the calm to my storm. You're like the yin to my yang.
And that's sad because I'm nowhere near anybody's calm.
It's sad. Like if you like growing up, the clique that we had, there was no like soft. Like we were all, me, you, and Lisa were kind of like, this is just what it is, and there was no softer version. We all had our different sides of crazy.
Yeah, there was like the low, medium, big. That's really all that it was. Like
But we all had our fair share of crazy. And I just remember your brothers always telling us we was all going to be single the rest of our life.
Yeah. They definitely told us we wouldn't get husbands. Definitely.
That we was never going to get husbands because of how we are. We got issues. And I would just like to say, alpha women don't have issues. We're just alphas.
Right. So it's either meet us on our level and respect us where we are, or we'll just do it ourselves. Yeah. That's that.
Yeah. And I feel like it's so many dudes out here now that are not men, that they've kind of taken over the roles of women, I feel like. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
I see so many different levels of it. I can't really say I understand them, but I see so many. And I'm a real understanding person, but it's just one of those things where it's like, listen, you want to call yourself a man and the head of the household and this, that, and the other. Mm-hmm. But you want to go half on the bills. I'm sorry, what, sir?
Half on the bills? What is that?
Or you want to say, I said what I said. I'm the man. But then you wonder why I got my shit and I'm walking out. Hey, I said what I said is not how this works. In this partnership, we partners. That's just how that's gonna work. Yeah. So it's just it's a lot. Alpha females, we do get the dog end of it sometimes, but I mean, honestly, most of us don't care.
Man, I'm telling y'all, I told y'all, Bestie knows best. Sometimes I don't be wanting to hear what she be having to say, but she be saying some real stuff. And again, I think it has a lot to do with how long we've been friends. That when you know somebody from then and now, and you know like the person, levels. The person they're becoming, the different levels, you know, the family background, relationship background, you kind of tend to get that person better. And so even in explaining like with the alpha males and stuff, I'm just like, I think they are just some female dogs at this point. But you just like, no, that's not what it is. And I'm just like, oh, okay, your version sounded way better than mine, so I'll take that. I'll receive it. But as far as you was around for all my relationships.
Yeah.
Every last one of those wasted relationships. And it's like, as a friend, especially as close as we are, how challenging was it to see, and not even just me, like even with, you know what I'm saying, just to see your close friends deal with some hot mess and not walk away from it?
it's hard when you know they deserve better, or it's very hard when you know they're giving their all, or it's even more difficult when you get those phone calls and say, what am I doing wrong? And you're thinking to yourself, absolutely nothing, it's him. But she's not receiving that. But I'm also that friend, and I want to put that out there, that will absolutely tell you if it's you.
Facts.
I will absolutely say, you said what to that man? I will absolutely say, okay, you cannot do that. That's still a man. Like, I'm absolutely that friend.
Yes, she is. And again, that's one of the moments where it's like you on the surface, you want your friend to take your side, but if you got a real one, she not gonna take your side just because y'all friends. She's only gonna take your side when you right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And so when she do that, I don't be wanting to hear. I mean, I think we do it to each other. It'd be like, wait, what? Like, dang. But then it's like, but then when they give their perspective on it, it's like, oh, okay, that do make sense. That I did come across off, you know what I'm saying, out of order or whatever the case may be. And that's why I think it's important that the friendships that you have
can be on that level.
Yeah, like they have to be.
Like, I don't want you to be my friend if you ain't gonna be honest with me. I don't want you to be my friend if you're not gonna say you shouldn't have done that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm that friend that's gonna ride with you anyway.
Right. In your wrong.
In your wrong. But understand, before we left this house, I told her she was wrong. But I'm gonna ride with her anyway.
We've definitely had some of those encounters too.
I'm probably in the car saying we shouldn't even be doing it.
But we gonna do it anyway.
But we gonna do it anyway. Because I'm not finna let you do it by yourself.
Man, but even like you said, in having a friend, you have to have a friend who's willing to be honest with you. But you also know I've dealt with a friend who couldn't handle me being honest, but you also used to use that F word sometimes and say sometimes I ain't had that finesse in talking to them, and then sometimes it would be no, they just ain't trying to hear the truth.
They can't receive it. Yeah,
yeah,
and you have to know when they're in that place and when they're not.
I don't know how to know that. Like, like, how am I supposed to know you ain't ready? I figure you going through something. I'm just going to spit it out.
No, I mean, because some people get to apologizing and saying, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you, or I didn't mean to. Listen, if you used finesse, but you still said what needed to be said, and their feelings were still hurt, listen, they may have just not been ready to receive it.
Yeah.
There's plenty of times where you and I have gone through that. And it's not me trying to hurt your feelings. She just wasn't ready to receive it.
And I'm sensitive. That's that only child stuff. I'm low-key sensitive, but y'all don't tell nobody because I'm a thug on the outside. You know, I'm just a little mushy on the inside. You know, Bay tell me I'm fake tough. I don't think I'm fake tough. I think that, you know, around the right people, they get to see the other side of me. So technically that means I do got finesse then. Or am I using the wrong word?
Yeah, no, that don't even fit right there.
Maybe I should tell my kids to give me a dictionary at the store. Because I feel like, after I said it, I was like, I don't think I used that word right.
That don't go right there. No.
Fill in the blank, and that didn't quite work right. Well, our time is up because we got other stuff to do. I love y'all. But don't worry, you gonna get much more of my bestie because we got some topics for y'all. Some real life topics. But I really wanted y'all to kind of get an idea of the dynamic of our friendship before we started diving in and having some deep conversations. But we've definitely, again, with us being friends for 30 years, we've endured and experienced a lot together, so we have a lot to share, and we hope that it can bring some insight to friendships, to relationships, to
what love is.
Yes, look at you being great. Look at you being great.
Yeah, I'll try.
I wasn't ready. So just hang on tight. I'll be right back with the nugget of the day, and after that, you know, y'all gonna have to catch us the next time around. All right, y'all. Hope that thought. Thanks for listening and staying tuned in with me, you guys. Before you guys check out, I want to make sure I drop that nugget of the day as promised. And it is simply this. Ask yourself who you are and embrace the answer. Period. I like to say period so y'all know when the thought is done before I keep talking. But I just want you to think about that and really think about what that means to you. And in the meantime, stay true to who you are. You're officially part of the Speak Life Nation. So remember, speak life to yourself, speak life to others. Until next time, y'all.